where do you go from here? Like, where do you go?
So, they like to
What
play
the
the part.
fuck?
They'll pretend to be another religion. It's just part of their act. It's part of covering up.
They made a whole fake religion and like
You're
a
not gonna-
1,000
you're not
years
gonna
of
openly
fake
worship
history.
Satan. So they do it behind all these layers of just fake.
Oh my
cover
god.
stories. So
I can't take it.
yeah,
I
I
can't.
guess just some reasons. They both
This
circumcised.
channel is a
They both
fucking
look the
blessing
same.
and a curse.
Um,
I've lost 30
there's
IQ
fake
points.
conflict between the two. They play both sides.
So
how
the
they
Muslims
operate.
have something
Who's the
called
big-
taqiyya, and that's the ability to lie when it advances the goal of their group, right? So when they are a minority in a region, they use taqiyya to lie about their desires and whatever, and it allows them to advance their political agenda. But you have to understand, he's saying that Muslims don't even exist.
Biggest enemy to like the Jews in Jerusalem, like the Palestinians. It's probably just a fake conflict.
I know
And
lots of
They're
Muslims,
probably
though.
both playing for the same team. They both have the same Holy Land. If you both have the same Holy Land, then
All three monotheistic religions have the same Holy Land. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They all have the same fucking...
you're probably just worshiping the same thing.
All three monotheistic religions are worshipping the same thing. Yes, this is... He hasn't even studied theology. He hasn't even studied the basics of theology. He hasn't even studied theology. Holy shit. He's making a theological conspiracy video. And he has not even studied theology. I am in disbelief. I frankly... I can't understand how this man came to be. Like, holy shit. I'm in amazement. I am...
Worship Satan together.
I don't even know what to
And,
say at this point.
So I just have one more story. And that's just, well, I guess kind of two more things. One thing, how could anybody seriously follow Islam with like a pedophile prophet? That just doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean... based.
It doesn't make sense to me that such a crazy religion would have so many people following it. So I just don't think that I don't think it's like genuine. I think it's just a front or something. But then again, I mean, a lot of these people do have child brides and things, so it's kind of sick. Oh,
At least...
one other...
Okay. Credit where credit's due. At least he's not a pedophile. At least he has that going for him. He might be a twink that's like utterly delusional, probably gay, doesn't believe in fucking volcanoes. But at least he's not a pedophile. He might not think gorillas are real, but at least he doesn't want to diddle kids. So, you know, props to you, Mr. fucking crazy bullshit conspiracy man. At least you do not... At least you are not a danger to children physically. I applaud you for that. Good job. I'm very proud of you
thing.
for not being a pedophile. It's
But
a low
then again,
bar,
I mean, a lot
but
of
it's a
these people
bar I
do
have to maintain
child
at this
brides and
point.
things, so it's kind of sick.
Pedophiles aren't even real.
One other thing.
You're right. Those aren't
influx
children. They're
of
midgets and
Muslims all
ape
over
suits.
the world right now. That's like a huge thing. Well, you know, with all the Jewish power in the world, if they didn't like Muslims, couldn't they stop them from coming in? So obviously, I think it's just made up, the conflict. Like this whole world, all the conflict is just fake. So I think that's another good one. We see that Muslims are like practically invading. So just through what do you call it? Just spreading out. They just boatloads of people. All you have to do. I mean, the town that I live in. And that's the thing. If I'm on a one-on-one basis, just because you're Muslim or whatever, I don't care.
But you're right. They're trans midgets in gorilla suits.
Have my eyes open.
Trans people are like 1% of a percent of a percent. So they're like that's like 1,000th of a percent of the global population, right? So there's probably, if there's 7 billion people, there's like 70,000. So like you need to take those 70,000 people, and now you need to find the percent of the population that is midgets, and you need to cross that over with that population, and you've probably got less than like 500 like transgender midgets, right? So those 500 transgender midgets, right? Now you need to find the percent of those people that are also willing to get in a fursuit. And that's going to be even lower. So, like, I don't understand how he's thinking that this is some, like, massive turbo global conspiracy when it just, you can't, it just doesn't work that way. There's not enough people to support that.
Than it used to be. So just my point with this is, if there's a lot of Jewish power in politics, then if they didn't like Muslims, they could have kept them out. So I think it's just fake. And they all seem inverted to me too. Muslim men.
What do you mean inverted?
Get hippie. Oh my gosh. Here's another one. Muslim men cannot not dance. That's such a woman thing.
They can dance, is what you're saying.
My wife, if there's music playing on in the background, my wife will just start dancing. I do not want to dance for nothing. I don't.
You have a wife?
Dance. Men are boxy, and I'm not good at dancing, and I don't want to dance. But my wife will just do it subconsciously. Think of that's Arab men. They just, if there's music playing, Arab men will just start dancing. And I'm sorry, but that's female. They're all free martins. They have huge hips, and they just use a beard to cover. And they cover their women, so how do you even know what they look like? Probably a bunch of inverts. You know,
a bunch of inverts.
I'm not picking on
I think it's too late.
I think every
somebody like this is already going to be like, yeah, I've got to have 14 kids to
all of
save the world.
Religions are going to be totally controlled.
He probably has a lot of kids. He probably doesn't believe in condoms or birth control.
My personal story.
Which, I mean, that's better for her hormones. So, like, I guess
so,
if that's what they want, I can't stop them or shame them
really
for having a bajillion kids.
Growing up that were Muslim, but I know that they're inverts, and at their house, I've told this story before, but I think it's a really interesting story. It definitely stuck with me for a reason.
Oh my god.
At their house, on their TV set, which right there.
Is he your dad? I don't know.
Like
I have no idea.
God.
I mean, it would explain the twink genetics, wouldn't it?
On the top middle of their TV, there was a Star of David.
I'm hotter than him, though.
Piece of paper. Muslims, Jews, it's just not real. It's just a cover.
It's just not real. They're just not real.
Yeah, they own
How?
Right,
he just, anything he doesn't like, anything he does not 100% endorse, he's like, yeah, that's not real.
This video. God bless everybody.
I guess. When did I do it? I don't even.
But yeah, it's not real.
I don't even I don't even consciously do the wrist flick. It's literally a gay reflex. I can't stop it. Alright, Volcanoes Part 2. That's kind of alpha chat of him.
Hey guys, fun format. My last two videos
Everything I don't like isn't real. Kind of based.
had some great, just great discussion from people. I think it's really funny. Like, I got a lot
true.
of comments
Crocs aren't real.
that were like, people were
They're just
saying,
not.
yeah, you know, the trannies,
You believe in
transgenders,
Crocs?
Satanists, secret transgenders,
Get the
whatever.
fuck
But
outta
this
here.
volcano thing, you've gone too far. And I just think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
How can there be this huge network of transgender Satanists?
How can there be this huge network of transgender Satanists? Please explain to me how that can be a thing. Please. Like, I'm actually begging. Please explain to me how that can be real. How that's not just like a complete fucking coping mechanism that you've come up with in your brain.
But
Holy
the concept
shit.
of volcanoes being fake. Okay, you gotta draw the line somewhere, right? Wrong. We live
Wrong.
in Satan's world. It's all
I don't
one
have to draw the line
big,
anywhere, and Frank
deception.
isn't real.
And you need to ask yourself, why would they lie about volcanoes? Well, the reason that they would lie about volcanoes, well, first of all, they don't want you to know the Creator's Earth. They want you to think of all the people look at a volcano and they're like, oh, look how beautiful our Earth is. Look at these crazy phenomenons that
The
and
things
it's not
being
even-
a twink
that's not
does
even
to
Earth,
a
in my opinion.
motherfucker.
That's fake.
I can identify with that. I can. Oh, man. Imagine if instead of working out and, like, trying to not be a twink, I just started coping. I just started coping harder than any man has ever coped in his life. I would be this guy.
Hollywood Bowl. So when people think of all these, crazy... These days, I look at... So you can go check out my featured channels. These days, I look at the moon and...
I'm
I'm
like,
just
the
amazed.
moon isn't real
it's not
either.
What they tell us. I look at the way the leaves rustle in the wind, and it's...
I'm like, the wind isn't real either. It's those damn trans. They're over there. They're blowing their big fans. They're blowing the wind. It's not real.
just amazing. You look at rocks and all the
Rocks! You look at the rocks. They're not fucking real either.
different types of rocks and all. These are the amazing things. And, Earth. Like, what is dirt, right?
What is
Just
dirt?
things like that. Those are the things that...
Please
that,
explain to me. What
these
is
days are
dirt?
interesting. But, like a volcano, that's fake. I don't believe that this is real. And people get so mesmerized by these things, and I don't even think that it's real. Because I don't even think they take a step back to consider, is this even a real
geology.
thing? I've never... So, I didn't talk about this in my last video. I have been to what was claimed to be a volcano, the one that did Pompeii, and it just looked like a
Because it's not active.
pile of dirt to me, guys. It seriously looked like tailings from a mining operation. And you get to the top, you look down in the caldera, there was nothing. There was literally little plumes of smoke coming out in like one or two spots. It could have just been like an exhaust pipe that had some steam coming out of it.
He doesn't know how volcanoes work. He just doesn't know how volcanoes work. He just doesn't understand that a volcano is not always active. He just doesn't know how fucking volcanoes work. He didn't finish 3rd grade geology. He doesn't know. Oh my god. I'm getting gray hairs. I'm going gray, like right here from this stream. He went to a volcano and it wasn't erupting, so he doesn't believe in volcanoes. I'm gonna bash my head in. I'm gonna bash my head in with this volcanic rock right here. That's how I'm gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna fucking end my life right now on stream. Jesus.
I am infinity.
I didn't mean to hit that button.
Infinity.
I did not mean to hit the I am infinity button. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Just...
Okay, so this is like a second look at lava. Just
actually,
look
I
at
probably
how
shouldn't.
You'll
this
see
is
how
glass.
ridiculous everything is when it comes to
I might actually break
volcanoes
this.
and lava and all that.
I should also put this back where I got it.
Here's the. Yeah. So look at this. Isn't land? People think that lava creates land. It doesn't create land. It creates blight. It creates a black wasteland. What a.
You understand that, like, under the dirt, there's rock, right? And, like, we have a thing called topsoil, and deep breaths, Seamus, deep breaths. Calm down, Seamus. Calm down. Deep breaths.
What about this is land? It's not. It's glass. This
It
stuff
is glass. It's fucking glass. I have it right here. It's glass. It's fucking... He's so close. He's so close to understanding how fucking volcanoes work. My heart is racing. Oh, I've never been more upset about someone failing to understand basic geology in my life.